Sunshiny day in my heart from now on, just as long as you are mine.
In this scene, we hear the song Sunshiny Day by Charlie Pride, the lyrics and tone of which suggest a happy existence, which contrasts with the visual scene we are presented with. The scene shows Samson waking up in darkness, and although he enjoys the song as he is shown tapping along to the beat, it is clear to us that Samson is not going to have a sunshiny day. This difference in tone presents us with an uncomfortable feeling which persists throughout the rest of the film.
Every day that I live, the sweet love that
In this scene, Samson has gotten angry and has gone on a rampage. Afterwards, as the coroner arrives to take away the body of Delilah's grandmother, we see from Samson's point of view as he is on top of a hill overlooking the town. This shows us that Samson is excluding himself from the town. However, it also shows us that Samson sees himself as superior to those in the town. By sitting on top of the hill, Samson is distancing himself from the town and those in it, and taking a stance, saying that he is superior to the rest of the town. Here, the way Delilah is lit is reminiscent of an angel descending from heaven, which furthers the biblical theme of the film. In this scene, Samson has lost all hope and has resigned himself to sniffing petrol until he dies. Although Delilah has a multitude of reasons not to come back to Samson and help him, she does because of her love for him. The way she is lit like an angel indicates this to us, as angels are purveyors of love. Once Samson is carried past Delilah, the camera angle switches, and we see that the angelic lighting is provided by the headlights of a car. This switch in angle shows the headlights as glaring, and once again grounds the film firmly in the darkness of reality. Although Delilah is a light in the darkness is still very prominent throughout the film. In this scene, the camera is very closely focused on Samson. He takes up almost the whole shot. This shows us that Samson is very focused in his own world. He doesn't register anything outside of the petrol he is sniffing. By keeping Samson very close to the camera and keeping him the only object in focus, we only get a small view of what is happening to Delilah in the background. To Samson, in this moment, what is happening to Delilah is not as important to him as his petrol. Samson is absorbed in his own world.
sunshiny day, and I'll have a sunshiny day.
At the very beginning of the movie, we see Samson wake up in slow motion.
You here will make it shine, and I'll have a
Once he takes a sniff of his petrol, the world starts to speed up and he gets his energy back. This indicates to us that Samson's life is groggy and slow until he has had his petrol in the morning.
so let the howling wind start blowing, let the raindrops keep.
In a later scene, we see slow motion used again for a very different effect. When Delilah is captured, we are watching from Samson's perspective, and we see the car pull up and Delilah get forced into the car in slow motion. Here the slowing of time indicates the damage the petrol is doing to Samson's brain, shows his delayed reaction, and the way he is unaware of his surroundings, in this instance, until it is too late. When Delilah's grandmother dies, we see Delilah cutting her hair. In the biblical story of Samson and Delilah, Samson's hair was the source of his strength. In the same way, when Delilah's grandmother dies, Delilah loses her strength, and cuts her hair to represent that. In the same way, when Samson thinks that Delilah has died, or that at least she is lost, he attempts to cut his hair using Gonzo's knife. Thanks to the damage the petrol has done to Samson, however, he cannot accomplish even this simple task. This could also be taken as foreshadowing that Delilah is not dead and is only injured and will come back.